Probably the most surprising insight, I think, is that we found that we tend to overestimate motivation. We tend to underestimate friction.
Mm,
So, like in multifamily properties, oftentimes you have highly motivated residents that don't follow through. And it's not because they don't care. It's not because it's really just because that sustainable action isn't the default. We haven't gone through and looked at how hard is it to take that action. A lot of times we're up against habits. A lot of times we're up against busy schedules. There's
mhm.
other things going on in the lives of that resident. So, like if I take an example and I think about a resident who might want to reduce their energy use, right? Because maybe they don't want to pay as high of an electric bill, if nothing else, right?
Mhm.
And one of the most important things or the most impactful things that they can use in their resident and their apartment unit to reduce that energy consumption is their programmable thermostat if it's equipped with such.
Yep.
In order to really engage with that thermostat, we have to understand like what are the barriers to its use? What would enable them to use it more frequently? What barriers are there? It's not simply just education. And that's been our default for years is when you move in, we hand you a one pager, says,
Yep.
here's how you use it. Maybe we hand you a whole notebook of one pagers. And then it's no different than when I move into my house, right? I move into the house, I close the deal, they hand me a whole notebook full of stuff of how my house works, probably never to be read again. And really, that's maybe not really what's going on. And that's really what's neat about community-based social marketing or CBSM is it's really focusing on that behavior and why it's happening and designing an environment that makes that desired behavior easy. It may rely on social normalization or in self-reinforcement. So it's going beyond because really honestly, as an industry, our approach to sustainability in the past has been very engineering focused.
Mhm.
And I can put a lot of money into prop tech and I can put a device in your unit, but if you don't use it, it doesn't matter. So we've continually forgot about the people part of the equation